March 21st, 2020. Spring has sprung, the grass is riz. This virus has become a plaything of politics. Day 4, or is it day 7 of shelter in place, otherwise known as the Great Lockdown of 2020. Grocery store shelves remain bare of even the basic essentials, things like ice cream and cat litter. People, what exactly are you substituting for sustenance and toilet paper? A couple of hundred folks have died, although almost everyone is infected because virus. Talk show hosts have taken to desperate measures, taping from the safety of their bathtub or taking needless risks in letting their toddlers crawl all over them while they ask celebrities how they're coping in a nannyless society. Meanwhile, politicians have been demonstrating the leadership qualities we need in this time of crisis. Just yesterday, it was revealed that several members of Congress cashed in their shares of companies destined to go belly up ahead of a public health emergency, all the while telling their constituents to relax, nothing to see here. Yes, nothing says you can trust me quite like profiteering off the misery of millions. Of course, for his part, the ignoramus-in-chief took the moral high ground when asked what he would say to Americans watching his press conference at home and scared. "I'd say you're a terrible reporter, that's what I say," said he. "Billy, what do you say to your sister after hitting her?" "I'd say you're a terrible mother, that's what I say." You know, in the midst of the Great Depression, FDR assured us that we have nothing to fear but fear itself. Likewise, in the midst of the great pandemic, DJT wants us to know that we have nothing but fear. In the wake of the president's petulant response to the softest of softball questions, it was left to his second-in-command to answer the same query with grace and aplomb. I mean, how horrible a human being are you when Mike Pence is the sole voice of reason in your administration? While the country is getting used to this whole social distancing thing, wouldn't it be great if Trump practiced vocal distancing? Fans of The Big Lebowski, and who isn't a fan of The Big Lebowski, know that every time Steve Buscemi's character, Theodore Donald Donnie Karabatsos, got under Walter Sobchak's skin, the great John Goodman would reply, "Shut the fuck up, Donnie." So here's a thought. Whenever the ass clown in the White House says something ridiculous, why don't we all just tell him to shut the fuck up, Donnie? Try it, and I promise you'll feel a lot better, even if you're suffering the effects of what he insists on calling the Chinese virus. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Longer term, some optimistic people believe there will be a baby boom in 9 to 12 months as a young man's fancy turns to thoughts of love this time of year. I, on the other hand, predict the divorce lawyers will clean up when the dust settles, as being cooped up for weeks on end will only remind us how much we really can't stand our so-called loved ones. She: "Your Honor, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Now I think we should just split up our assets." He: "She can take the kids. I'll take the toilet paper and call it even." She: "Fine with me. In fact, I wash my hands of the whole thing, over and over again, just like the CDC advises." So to all my fellow shut-ins, let's continue to make the best of this difficult situation. Only maybe not so close, okay?